I've got pictures.
Yeah. So the man looked a little worried when the doctor came to administer his annual physical. So the first thing the doctor did was say, "Is anything up?" "Well, to tell the truth, Doc, yeah, you see, I seem to be getting forgetful lately. I'm never sure I can remember where I put the car, whether I answered a letter, or where I'm going, or what it is I'm going to do once I get there, if I get there. So I really need your help. What could I do?" And the doctor thought a minute and said, "Why don't you pay me in advance?"
I get no respect, I tell you. No respect.
The Los Angeles Police Department, LAPD, the FBI, and the CIA, they're all trying to prove they're the best at apprehending. So the president decides to give a test. He releases a rabbit in a forest, and each of them has to catch the rabbit. CIA goes in. Animal informants throughout the forest. They question all the plant and mineral witnesses. After 3 months of extensive investigations, they conclude that rabbits do not exist. The FBI goes in. After 2 weeks with no leads, they burn the forest, killing everything in it, including the rabbit. No apologies, the rabbit fucking had it coming. The LAPD goes in. They come out 2 hours later with a badly beaten bear, and the bear's going, okay, I'm a rabbit, I'm a fucking rabbit.
Yeah. Poor bear.
One day at a local buffet, a man suddenly called out, "Oh, my son's choking, he swallowed a quarter, help, anybody." And a man from a nearby table stood up and announced that he was quite experienced at this. He steps over with almost no look of concern, wraps his hands around the boy's gonads and squeezes him. Out pops the quarter, and the man went back to his table like nothing happened. Thank you, said the father. "Are you a paramedic?" "No," the man said. "I work for the IRS. This New York divorce lawyer died. He got to the pearly gates, and St. Peter says, "What have you done to merit entrance to heaven?" And the lawyer thought a minute and said, "A week ago, I gave a quarter to a homeless person on the street." But St. Peter asked Gabriel to check this out on the record, and after a moment, Gabriel affirmed it was true. St. Peter said, "Well, that's fine, but it's not really quite enough to get you into heaven." So the Lord goes, wait, there's more. 3 years ago, I also gave a homeless person a quarter. St. Peter nodded to Gabriel, who, after a moment, he nodded back, affirming that was verified. So Peter then whispers to Gabriel, "What do you think we should do with this guy?" Gabriel gave the lawyer a sidelong glance and said, "Let's give him back his 50 cents and tell him to go to fucking hell." A dedicated shop steward was at a convention in Las Vegas and decided to check out the local brothels. When he got to the first brothel, he asked the madam, "Is this a union house?" And she goes, "Oh, no, I'm sorry, it isn't." He says, "Well, if I pay you $100, what cut do the girls get?" She says, "Well, the house gets $80, the girls get the $20. He's really offended at unfair dealings like that, and he stomps off down the street. Shop. And his search continued as long as you want to draw things out, till he finally reached a brothel where the madam said, "Oh, yes, this is a union house." He says, "If I pay you $100, what cut do the girls get?" She says, "The girls get $80 and the house gets $20. "That's more like it," the man said. He looks around the room and points to a stunningly attractive red. "I'd like her for the night." "Well," says the madam, "I'm sure you would, sir." But she gestures to this fat 50-year-old woman in the corner. "But Ethel here, she's got seniority."
Boom! Backfired it on him.
Okay.
He got her, buddy. There once was a snake breeder. He had 2 snakes he was trying to mate, and for the life of him, he couldn't get them to within 2 feet of each other. So he's all frustrated. He calls up the local zoologist and explains the situation. She hurries over, picks up the snakes, and looks at them. "You know what I'd do," she says. "You see that tree over there? Chop it down, chop off a good-sized log, split that log in 2, make 2 tables out of them. put the tables and the snakes in a big cage, and let them go at it. The breeder thought this was insane, but he didn't have any other option, so he tried it. Sure enough, a few days later, he had a whole slew of baby snakes, and he calls up the zoologist and says, "How is this possible?" She said, "Well, you see, those snakes were adders, and everybody knows that to get adders to multiply, you need log tables."
Yeah, right.
The only reason why I know that joke is I own a Texas T83 calculator.
Nerd.
Bill Pastor made it to a practice to visit a parish school one day, and he walked into a 4th grade class, and all the kids were studying the states. And he asked them, "How many states can you name?" And they came up with about 40 names. And he jokingly said, "Well, my day, all the students knew the names of all the states." And one kid goes, "Ha, yeah, but back then there was only 13. Kids are so precious. I love children. A young mother was paying a visit to the doctor friend, and his wife made no attempt to restrain her 5-year-old son, who was ransacking an adjoining room. But finally, an extra loud clatter of bottles prompted her to say, "Oh, doctor, I hope you don't mind Johnny being..." The doctor goes, "Oh, no. He'll be quiet when he gets to the poisons." We love children. Yeah. So early one morning, a mother went in to wake up her son. "Son, it's time to go to school." "I don't want to go." Why? "Look, give me 2 reasons why you don't want to go." "And all the kids hate me there, and then the teachers hate me too." "Oh, that's no reason not to go to school. Come on, get ready. Give me 2 reasons why I should go to school." "Well," the mother says, "for one, you're 52, and another, you're the principal."